And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler, and I'm joined by
Pork Sheen.
Pork.
Pork Sheen Washable.
Yep.
You know, when you say Pork Sheen, I don't think of mock with pork chops. I think of the character Sheen from Jimmy Neutron as a pig.
Hilarious.
That's like my immediate, and like, as if like Ultra Lord, like Porky the Pig had a baby.
Ultra Lord.
We're calling that. No? Are we done? All right.
No. I was hoping that Kyle was going to jump in there.
I didn't hear what you said.
They said we're going to keep calling you Ultra Lord for the rest of the show. You are Ultra Lord now.
That's fine. Ultra Lord.
And
I like it.
The red of a red baron, who is a frozen pizza.
Anytime we call Kyle Ultra Lord, though, he has to do it in that voice.
Ultra Lord.
Kyle, give us your best Ultra Lord Trump Nixon.
Ultra Lord.
I like how that's like the imitation baseline, and we just add to that.
Yeah. I think that's the way to do it. You just got to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know what
Do.
before we get into our starting lives, you know what always makes me laugh?
What's that?
I see these like kitchen hack things all the time, and this guy was like these people can't believe that if you take, you ever seen those metal like crinkle cut knives that you use to like do on like to make like a like rigid like potato chips, or you would use it to like make wavy cucumber slices.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, if you just do that and then you rotate the potato 90 degrees, it makes a waffle fry. And everyone's like, there's no way that works. And it's like, why would that not work? It's fucking physics. Like, how does it not work?
It's like, that's kind of like what its intended purpose is.
Yep.
You cut it once and you have highs and lows. So if you rotate it, the highs now become lows and the lows become highs. So that means you're going to have holes. I mean, it's called the Shia LaBeouf for a reason.
Dumb.
Starting lineup, Souls.
From the Paul Riddell Christmas present collection.
Oh, you're still
I'm milking it, man.
Really?
I'm drinking today Mega Juicy. It's the last one, by the way.
Good enough.
Mass?
I'm drinking water.
Breed?
From the Riddler collection, I have from Dogfish Head of Delaware, a 120-minute IPA, the Imperial India Pale Ale.
I'll tell you, it's kind of a bummer that more times than not, I've purchased every beer drink on the show.
You've never purchased water before.
Mine was a Christmas present, though.
Kyle, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying like that I purchased it.
Yeah.
I am drinking the best non-American beer made of all time.
Never heard of it.
Guinness.
Ah.
Never heard of it.
Oh, come now.
You've never heard of Guinness?
Never heard of it.
How come the Guinness to you guys is so great, but the blonde Guinness isn't?
Because it's not. It's just awful.
Well, it's a different kind of beer.
Kyle, why is Mountain Dew so good to you, but Code Red isn't?
Dude, cherry sucks.
Well, way to say what I said, just different.
Code Red is definitely better than Mountain Dew.
Not even close.
1000%.
I hate cherry. Cherry tastes like cough medicine.
Kyle, would you rather eat cherries or mayonnaise?
Cherries.
Okay.
I gotta be honest with you. I think I would rather have, like, no joke, I think I'd rather drink Dr. Pepper than Mountain Dew Code Red.
I mean, Dr. Pepper's not bad either.
Oh, I hate Dr. Pepper. It's the pickle of sodas.
Pickles are also not bad.
Pickles are awful.
What's the joke that Dr. Pepper's just barbecue Sprite?
Oh,
I never heard of that.
Oh, no.
What'd you say? I meant...
Oh, that Dr. Pepper's barbecue Sprite.
Gross.
I hate it, thanks.
Well, I'm very grateful for the Riddler collection because he's been very kind to me. He could just say no. And I bet you many times he wishes he just did say no.
No.
But I'm very appreciative.
Yeah, because you're a cheap fuck.
Listen,
You are a cheap fuck,
it's
Kendall.
just timing. I just didn't plan for about 2 years.
You know, the liquor store is right next to your house.
Hey, Kyle.
You.
Do you know who Jesse Barfield is?
I think so.
He was a former Toronto Blue Jay and New York Yankee. He's a right fielder.
Yes, I do.
He was just voted to have the best outfield arm of all time.
Yeah, too bad he couldn't hit for shit.
I mean, that's okay.
Yeah.
Toast of Excellence?
Sure, why not? Go ahead, Kyle.
No, go ahead.
No, after you, I insist, my friend.
My toast of excellence is to Joel Embiid for owning Jokic the other night. That's it. That's all I got.
Mine is to the Kelsey brothers for being the first pair of brothers to play against each other in the Super Bowl.
That's not true.
Who
Every
played
year
against
there's
each
a bunch
other?
of brothers in the Super Bowl.
Not playing against each other.
Hey-yo!
Kyle, that is
Hey-yo!
Hold on. Let me.
Kyle just wanted to be racist.
There we go. For those of you at home, I kicked Kyle out of the chat.
Come
That's
on,
what I
it
have to
was
say
funny.
about
He goes back, come on.
Come on. Kendall? Oh, Paul, sorry.
Oh, Kendall, go ahead.
Mine was to Gary, Keith, and Ron of SNY. They actually received a broadcasting award. Of course, I don't remember the name now, but well-deserved. They do a great job every year. And
Keith Hernandez could suck my ass.
Whoa. Come on.
After what he said last year, you can
They
go
were
rot in
awarded.
hell.
They were awarded the Duke Award.
Yes, thank you.
Well,
My toast of excellence is to one-time Sportsmanship Award of the Year winner, one-time U.S. Hockey Award winner, two-time MVP, three-time Point League champion, 14-time All-Star, and one-time Stanley Cup champion, Bobby Hall, on not only an amazing hockey career but a wonderful life.
Passed away.
Rest in peace, sir. Yes, he played for the Chicago Blackhawks as well as the Hartford Whalers. So local and personal.
Sip of silence.
That at 84. All-time great.
Sup, fellas?
Oh, about time you fucking showed up, yeah?
You're just in time to toast the Giants.
No thanks.
do you want to toast the Empire State Building putting up the Philly colors?
Yep, fuck them.
That was kind of an odd choice.
It made no sense whatsoever.
They lost a bet.
You know, Mock, I don't appreciate you sending me a message of somebody else getting a dinosaur disc.
No. I sent that because I put a backup on it in case that falls through. So,
Thanks, man. I appreciate that then.
hey, I always look for you.
What a guy. Kyle gave you a new nickname for today.
What's that?
Kyle, what's your nickname?
Oh, Ultra Lord.
Name dumbass.
Like, God, what's your nickname? Silence.
I thought you said I gave him a nickname.
You're pork sheen washable tonight.
That's pretty funny.
How was that pork, by the way?
It wasn't pork.
It was chicken, guys. It was chicken cutlets.
It was pork.
All right, it was chicken fried pork.
Yeah, the other white meat.
Mark, did you buy any of those? Did you buy any of those ESP Swirl Undertakers on the Ledgestone site that dropped tonight?
No.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'll send you one. All right, we're here.
Yep. We're doing stuff.
We're doing stuff. I mean, I don't really get a stamp, but
Oh, I have one of those.
oh, okay. All right. We'll start off with our guest, the player. So you guys can have the time this week because last week, we'll see if it was too hard or what. I'm going to up you guys to 2 questions throughout the show, and then we'll kind of like it'll be a trial and error thing because I mean nobody got it after 1 question, and then I gave the hint that gave it away. So like I'm curious if like I had just given you guys questions, how long it would have taken you to get it because I don't foresee any of you guys like would have asked. Like, oh, is this guy on TV? At least not right away.
Oh, that's gonna be my first question right out of the gate.
Yeah. So here's your guess the player. I'll read the hints. I sent it in the text, the Discord group as well. But so this player's played for 2 teams over 7 seasons. Has 1 Super Bowl win, 54 total yards, 19 total touchdowns, and was a Pac-12 player.
Okay. I think Souls knows it. Kyle, want to just give your answer?
No, I don't.
Coward.
Let's see you do it, homo.
Jesus Christ. Kyle on a fucking bender tonight.
Yeah, Kyle made a slightly racist comment before you got on.
Hey-o.
He's just slanging the ignorance tonight.
Nobody watches this anyways.
Hey,
That's not true.
All right, now Kyle's done insulting the masses. He's going to insult Matt. Did we lose Mock already?
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah, he's asleep already.
That'd be very funny.
Do you guys want your Riddler's rankings categories as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So it's going to be Mock versus Massey.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Oh, Jello fight.
That's right. All right. It's going to be you're going to rank the best belly buttons in the group. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
I want them ranked on both appeal and lickability. So, no, I want you guys to rank your top 5 fighting Pokemon all time.
I can do that. Are we doing pure fighting or dual type?
Dual type is fine. It's up to you guys how you decide you want to go about it. If you want to go about aesthetics, power, whatever.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Mock and Match got it?
Yep.
All right. Kyle and Kendall, you guys are going to go head-to-head. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. You guys are going to do your rankings on top 5 current MLB managers.
Okay.
And again, you guys can do it on your own accord in terms of how you want to approach it, whether it's completely accolade-driven or intangibles.
We can just do our favorites and see what you think.
Kyle, knowing you, what's your list? I know it's done.
In there.
Did you just say get in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry Francona, Joe Girardi. So there you go. That's it. I don't have
Good
anything else.
enough.
Yep, I will sign back on in about an hour and a half, and you guys
See where you guys are.
and remember, guess the player must be public.
Right.
I was going to text you, Bummer.
All right, so and then we'll open up the forum discussion. I'll start. Do you guys celebrate publicly or privately for Groundhog's Day? It's coming up.
Generally publicly. I like to eat a shit ton of food.
Yeah,
I thought for sure he was going to say eat the groundhog. I was going to be like, what?
I usually pick a random town in Connecticut, and I try to go sit naked at the largest cemetery in that town and watch Groundhog Day on my phone.
Nice.
He's 2 for 2.
I tell you, I know it's unpopular. I don't care for that movie at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my!
I don't know that I've ever watched. I've seen the entire thing, but I don't know that I've ever watched it start to finish.
I mean, that's a classic. I mean, Ned Ryerson. Come on.
There's nothing I love more than like people who are like, I've watched a movie, but only in 20-minute excerpts.
Yeah. I turned the movie into a series.
Yes.
No, like I've watched it on TV before. And like you get there like 20 minutes after the movie starts, and you watch the entire thing.
He's like,
I know what the beginning is, so I'm not like devastated. And I have to go back and watch it.
Massey's like, I read the subtitles at an airport once,
and they weren't the DVD subtitles; they were the auto-generated ones.
I exclusively watch 5 minutes of A Christmas Story on TV every Christmas, and when I'm 48, I'll be done.
I'm starting to get the gist of this movie.
Just because you brought it up, I don't like that movie either.
No, fuck that movie.
That movie sucks.
What movie?
Christmas Story.
I hate The Christmas Story.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little less loyal to that movie.
It's not a good movie.
Uncle Vinny watches it on repeat on Christmas.
Who?
Your father-in-law.
I mean, not really.
Yes, he does.
I give it a 1 and done on the holiday. That's enough.
Yeah, my list is already done, so fuck off, Kendall.
Well, we'll see who's laughing when I get the award.
You're not.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm seeing
Oh.
a W.
Hey, so Paul, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
How far are you in Scarlet?
What?
How far are you in Scarlet?
I've taken down all 5 star camps. I've beaten the 8 gyms and all the titans. So now I got to go battle the final star person and go to the Elite Four.
Okay, so I can't say this Pokemon because it is a spoiler.
I mean, I know what the Pokemon are in the game. Like I've looked.
All right.
Like I've looked the game. I've looked the Pokemon up in the game.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. If
Go
you're somebody who get mad because you found out about a Pokemon like via spoiler, you're an asshole.
Like,
I don't know what kind
that's
of
fine.
dick just spoils things for people either.
all right, who are we digging into for that?
Myself.
No. What did you spoil?
Yeah, that was a very funny story.
So, I watched my first WWE pay-per-view in years on Saturday, and I assumed because
Everybody else had seen it.
Well, I assumed that because Kendall is a slave to the WWE, that he also was watching it. So I texted him and Paul about the finish to the Royal Rumble, and Kendall's like, "Hey, got home late. We just started it." I was like, "Yeah, that one is my bad."
That was on Saturday.
Listen.
Yeah,
That's no wonder why Kendall had to rush home.
No, but I mean, in reality, I have never known that match to start first, so it was kind of like on the ride home.
Real weird.
It was like, oh well, this sucks, but it is what it is.
I also didn't feel as bad because the guy that won was going to win anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much telegraphed all the way through. I mean, and I'm just there for the smut anyway.
Then I sent him an Alexa Bliss video to apologize.
And all was
There we
well.
are.
Yeah, I quote said, "She is luxurious."
Jesus Christ.
He did not respond.
I think I was already asleep. I was trying to stay awake for the Roman Reigns match. Fell asleep as they walked out. Woke up at the end. So that's cool.
Rhea Ripley has some pretty big boobs.
Can confirm.
Just wanted to say that.
All right, good enough.
He's speaking his truth, Mass.
Hey, I'm here to support him.
But yeah, if you're interested in that pay-per-view, don't waste your time. Just
Why? Who won?
Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare.
Spoiler.
Didn't he just come back?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. No wonder he.
that's how you knew he was going to win. But he should have won anyways.
So is the Royal Rumble different from like the heavyweight belt or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one they put everything in a blender and they kind of just mix stuff up for a few.
So is Roman Reigns still the champion, and then Cody Rhodes just won the championship or the Royal Rumble or whatever the fuck?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty much a chance to fight him at WrestleMania.
Ah, okay.
I have a toast of disexcellence.
Go ahead.
I read an
Bye,
article. My toast of disexcellence is I read an article that said that like while Katy Perry was like waiting for a break, she was contemplating doing like a porn film, and then like the day she was like supposed to be the agent to talk about the film, like her record deal came through, and would have been really cool if that happened like 48 hours later.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a bummer to find that out.
Yeah,
You ever hear a story which someone didn't tell you?
that was like the day I found out that Eric Bischoff told Stacy Keibler not to do Playboy, and I was like, that fucking asshole.
How dare he?
Do you understand that if she had done Playboy, that the leg section of that magazine would still be being published right now?
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, we need a fourth page. That's a trifold joke. I don't know if you guys picked up on that.
Yeah, we got it. Thanks, Kendall.
Thanks. I got more paper stuff if you're interested.
Hey, did you guys buy into the Anthony Edwards eats 21 bags of hot fries every week?
I saw that today, and I immediately thought about you.
Leave it.
And no, I do not believe that he eats 21 of those a week.
It's just so
Right.
much.
It's 3 a day.
What, the full size?
It's a lot.
Like, I know they don't come in like the party size bag, but what's like the biggest size it comes in?
I think the big size at the gas station.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like equivalent to that Fritos Twist bag, right?
No, there's a bigger bag than that.
No. But that's the bag we're assuming he's eating then, right?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a lot of hot fries.
I gotta be honest with you. If someone told me to eat 21 like lunch snack size bags of chips a week, I would still think it's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I'd still do it, but it's still a lot.
Imagine, like, yeah, I bring a party size bag of chips to lunch every day. Yeah, Rebecca was saying something about Takis. It just threw me off.
I don't like Takis.
Yeah, they're fucking terrible.
No bueno.
You go in and out.
Hey, Kendall,
Yes.
would you drink a 2-liter bottle that's filled 1/3 of the way with Everclear, 1/3 of the way with Dr. Pepper, and 1/3 of the way for Pepto-Bismol just for fun?
Yeah, absolutely. In the Instagram chat, Mock, were you the one who sent the thing about that shot?
Yeah.
It was what? A shot of Jack Daniels, a shot of SoCo, and just tequila.
Tequila.
And it was called something like a bear.
The guy was wearing a pretty funny shirt.
Yeah, it was a funny shirt. It said what? Bukake ruined my carpet or something like that. Yeah. It's good shirt. But I mean, I don't know. The shot didn't seem like that egregious to me, or maybe I'm just that disgusting.
You are that disgusting.
You are that disgusting.
All right, just pour it on, why don't you? I mean, God,
All right,
no
you're
one
that
came to my
disgusting.
aid whatsoever.
Kendall, you
Kendall,
drink anything.
it was disgusting.
Alexa Cabrera thinks you're disgusting.
She does not.
Man, that was so funny that he said it that way.
Yeah, and that's not the name I know it by. So I would appreciate you stop it.
Mark, I'm done with my ranking, by the way, whenever you're ready.
I'm done.
We're gonna do it at the
Okay.
I got something for you guys.
Well, I was gonna say, why don't we finish off Kendall's bracket first, then we'll do Kyle's thing.
Okay.
That's good enough.
Okay. Oh, I got a tier 2 of the anxiety draft. All right.
Tier 2.
Tier 2. Okay, we have the receiving the call me / we need to talk text versus texting the wrong person.
Receiving the call me text.
So the texting the wrong person was kind of, in my mind, perceived as, yeah, you're talking shit about somebody, and then you text that person.
Or it's like, hey, here's a picture of my dick.
Yeah. Whoops.
Sorry.
That was meant for my pastor.
This should be the final.
I think that's worse.
Texting the wrong person?
Yeah.
All right, so we got a 1 and 1.
I'll go with
Right.
texting person.
I'll go with texting the wrong person as well.
All right, texting the wrong
Eat it,
person
souls.
moves on.
I don't care. Doesn't faze me, yo.
Okay. This one I think will have a pretty swift victory, but we'll just have it here. Toilet clogging at a friend's house versus job interview.
Job interview.
Job interview.
I don't give a shit about shitting at your house.
Well, can you repeat that? Was it just shitting or the toilet being clogged?
Clogged.
So you're the one who just jammed up the toilet.
I don't care about that either.
I mean, I definitely don't care. I mean, you know me.
Yeah, you do the most heinous thing I've ever heard anyone doing.
I mean, it's just fecal matter. I mean, come on.
Job interview.
All right.
Yeah.
It's incredible when I bring that up to people and they're like, "Wait, what happens?"
I'm still not even sure what you're talking about.
Oh, Kendall just bare hands the shit out of the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna wash your hands
What?
anyway. It's not like
Oh, if he had clogged it. Okay. I
It's
thought you
not
were
like-
just saying in general he does that.
it's like, oh, I just got done fisting my toilet. Let's get in my car. I mean, that's not what's happening.
Kendall's been known to shit into the tub while showering and then pick it up off the tub floor and fucking lob it to the toilet from the shower.
I have done that. Yes.
That is just insanity.
But I just want it to be clear that it's not like, all right, hey, I'm getting in the shower, preparing to take a full dump. That's it's not the plan. It's just you're cleansing and a good power wash and well, hey,
It sounds like that's what it is, though. Like, you get in there for the prep.
No, but it's not like I don't have the plan. Like, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom in the shower. That's not the move. It's not like, oh, let's save some water and time. That's not what's happening. It's just kind of like a result of the game.
Although if there was anyone that said, "Hey, we're going to save some water by shitting in the shower,"
Well, right.
the
I
guy.
mean, if I could do things differently entirely, I would just have a different drain in my shower to begin with. I'd probably if I could have what do they call a garbage disposal that you have in a sink.
For your shower?
Yeah, that way you can just do all your business and it just grinds it up.
Jesus Christ. Also, Kendall, you should look at the chat.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just gonna focus on the good part of the picture.
You can't even see his penis, Kendall. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I know it's there. All right. Job interview moves on. Okay. I'll try to explain this and not sound like an idiot. Introducing someone to someone else, but you don't know, that you forgot that person's name or you don't know them that well, and you're just trying to, introduce them carefully.
It's like I was introducing Vito to Nick or something like that.
Yeah, but for whatever reason you don't like remember the names, so you kind of have to like dance around it.
It's accidentally calling Vito Vinny while I introduce him to Nick.
Yeah, Nick, this is Buzz Lightyear.
Versus hearing what you did drunk.
You don't give a fuck about that, dude.
Well, I mean, it's it's never great.
I gotta be honest with you, Kyle. I think it's the most nerve-wracking thing of his life. Because Kendall always follows up every day with, "I hope I didn't make an ass of myself."
Yeah, I mean, it's
Which usually leads to, well, you did.
it's like
I'm gonna go with the hearing what I did drunk thing because I just probably wouldn't introduce somebody that I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably the drunk thing. I think for the same reason.
Also, you just do the move too. Like if I'm introducing, like let's just say, like okay, so like for instance, like I don't know, like so like Mark's sister-in-law, Chelsea. Like I don't really know her that well. I know who she is. So like if I'm introducing her to like I don't know my brother, I would just like walk up with her to my brother and be like, "Oh, this is my brother Shane," and then I would stop talking and let them have the conversation.
I've done that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't go up like, "Oh, hey, this is like." Honestly, the only time I've ever introduced anybody is when like basically like any one of my friends like is in the room. I just go up to Samantha, go, "Samantha, this is my friend Chris. Chris, this is Samantha." And you guys have all been victims of that, so you know I do.
Yep.
True.
I already knew
So-
Samantha before.
I'm gonna go with
I
the
don't
drunk.
say I wasn't, but
What?
I mean, like I already knew her.
No. But when I do it as a joke.
No, I know.
Oh, I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I've definitely done that. I did that on her birthday. I'm pretty sure.
All right. So we doing the drunk one moving on? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, Kendall.
You know, guys, I can stop this at any time if you're really having.
I'm kidding.
All right, we have being watched while doing something at work versus finding out a place is cash only. So being watched at work, more so kind of like just someone's like over your shoulder, like you just try to do something you do routinely, but someone's just.
I guess that because like I don't really get anxious finding out a place is cash. Like, what do you mean? I go to a restaurant and I eat, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we only take cash."
Yeah, kind of like at the last minute you didn't realize like, oh.
I mean, it would just be one of those things where like that wouldn't make me nervous. It would just be like, okay, well, like you're gonna have to wait while I go get cash. Like, here's my license. Hold it while I go get cash.
No,
Like, I'm not.
That's fair.
I'm not gonna ditch on them. Like it's just it's like, oh, I didn't know that. Sorry. Where's the closest ATM? Here's my fucking shoes. I'll be right back.
This actually happened to Kendall in Philly.
Yeah.
I think I would be more nervous to be the waiter telling the table that it's cash only.
Well, I hope that employee was scared when they told me that information.
They were not. You were real drunk, and then you bought an $8 pretzel.
Yeah, pissed me off. Gotta buy food to drink this booze. Get out of here.
Oh no, actually, I'm sorry. It was the opposite. They said that they weren't taking cash.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah, it was. It was the opposite.
But I still had to buy the food.
Yeah, you did.
Was that the same game you brought home cheesesteaks?
I believe so.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
I'm still very
was when-
satisfied.
That was when you got real drunk and we pawned you off on Kyle.
Yep. Because what was it? It was Kyle, Pat, or was it? It was Kyle and Kendall by themselves up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the three of us and Pat,
Yep.
Yep.
and then Massey was wearing a blanket the whole game.
Yep. That was cold.
And Mock and I just kept saying, "Man, sports venues should really leave seat buffers all the time."
That was probably the best baseball game I've ever been to.
Yeah, but I still watched the game. Like, it wasn't like a problem.
You were a problem.
Listen, I
Well,
peed in the
no.
street.
Kendall, you were drunk before they got back from the gift shop.
Well,
Kendall,
let me tell you.
Kendall, you asked a woman if you could finger blast her.
That is not true.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What I remember
Kendall,
most.
I will say that you were not a problem, but you were on your way to being one.
Yeah.
I will concede to that notion.
Was Pat bitching about how cold he was and then proceeding to go, "Could you get me a helmet of ice cream?"
Hilarious. Well, that kid could have had some more bourbon with me, but he backed out.
It was pretty cold. I do remember that.
All right, what's next?
All right, we have. Oh, which was it? Being watched was the winner for that round.
For me, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then we have telling your mom that mom, parent, or whatever, that you have a project due tomorrow, versus missing the bus and having to tell a parent.
Project.
Telling my mom I had a project due.
Yeah,
Like you hadn't started and you need to go get like poster board and shit, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Neither one of them gives me anxiety.
Yeah, so those are both bad.
Yeah, but you don't remember being like a kid and like, oh man, I screwed up.
Yeah, but I always.
What?
What?
We missed it.
I don't know. I heard you say I always, and then you didn't say.
Oh, I
anything.
said I always did the poster board one, so I lost all effect with me. I didn't ever stress about it because I was always that kid.
Yeah, I just didn't do it.
All right, so if you had to pick one.
I guess the bus.
The bus was a bummer because I've done that. You walk
I
out,
did that
miss the
all
bus, you have
junior
to
year.
walk back in. Like, hey,
Get your
Sorry.
shoes on.
See, I don't know. I guess the poster board one for me because like my bus was like I was the first stop, and then they did an entire loop. So if I missed it, like they were coming back past me, so I just stood there and waited, and I got picked up on the way back.
Man,
so
this guy had 2 attempts.
yeah. To add to that, I also had 2 shots and often missed both of them.
Hilarious.
So that was kind of a double bummer.
Vito just missed it every week, every day.
Yeah. And he was
That
damn
was
good at
funny.
it.
Don't know how they convinced him to like give him all the credits, but whatever.
Who?
Remember when Vito missed like a full year of school?
Well, that wasn't because of the bus.
But it wasn't
No, he
not
missed.
because of the bus.
He just didn't go, yeah. Had nothing to do with the bus.
He didn't like B-days.
So why did Vito miss a year of school?
Oh.
Just because, really.
But we
Didn't
can't
show up.
But we can't rule out the bus. That's the thing.
And he'd still be at baseball practice.
Yep. Pissed everybody off.
For the school?
No.
No.
Okay.
All right, so what we had one for school project.
I'm going miss the bus.
Did he still graduate?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Why, unfortunately?
I don't really know why.
Yeah,
I mean,
what's the
he
point?
did-
It's not like he prevented you from not graduating.
He really took away from Kyle's degree.
Oh, I have another toast of excellence. It's the Blake Lively who posted.
You can just stop it. It's Blake Lively because yes.
He posted a thing because Ryan Reynolds bought Wrexham FC, the football club in Wales.
Yep.
And she posted a thing, and she goes, I bought ESPN Plus today just to watch my husband have crippling anxiety live. Worth it.
Fantastic.
All right, so I guess the bus moved on, and that closed out round 2 of Anxiety Draft.
Okay.
Tune
many
in next
rounds
week.
of it?
Just the final will be next week.
Well, what's the final? Just do it now.
All right,
Or wait till... Yeah, just wait till next week.
All right, we still have to do some
Yeah, but
some
next week
seating.
we gotta be quick about it. It's a long show next week.
Or I mean, if you want, I could do some seating quick, and I'll.
No, just do it
No,
next
don't.
All right.
Do it next week, because we're not going to take next week's show seriously.
I might
Thanks,
not
man.
even be there.
Why, is something important about next week?
No.
I'm not even going to talk about it.
Souls will be doing his sock try-on haul for the most of the show.
Man, that's hilarious. Hey, Kendall, what would it take for you to rub Kyle's bare feet?
I mean, not as much as you think. Maybe like a.
All right, fine. How much would it take for you to sit behind Kyle with your hands in like a scoop bowl thing and let him shit into your hands?
Oh my god!
Considerably more.
Yeah,
Actually, it's really not because you've unclogged a clogged Soul's toilet.
right. I mean, but the difference being is feeling the warmth in hand. Like it's already had time to cool in that water of the bowl.
You what?
Oh.
Kyle,
So
did you see the new Good Mythical Morning merch?
What?
The Good Mythical Morning merchandise? Have you seen it?
I think so.
Yeah, you need to buy that shirt.
I
It just
could.
says everybody knows I love lesbians.
Does it?
Kendall, after you unclogged Kyle's clog at Tyler's house during our fantasy draft,
Mhm.
I remember talking to him the next day. He's like, "Hey, did this happen? Because someone told me, and I didn't believe him." Like, yeah, that checks out. And believe it or not,
Yeah.
it's not the only time.
Yeah, and it won't be.
The last.
Yeah, I mean, I have I think I have one in 2023 already.
For Kyle or for you?
Oh, just in general for me. One on the books this year already.
So you've already barehanded a poop this
Yeah,
year?
yeah. I want to say it was like a week and a half ago.
Where
Something
was
about
it?
this doesn't shock
Just
me.
the front bathroom here at the house. It was a Saturday. And then I went right to making meatballs.
Was it 9 o'clock?
I didn't appreciate that. That was a good reference, but didn't
Went
care
over
for
my
it.
head.
Piano Man.
Yeah,
Oh.
William Joel.
All right. Anybody got a question for Paul? I'm trying to save mine.
You know, I forgot about this game.
I did. I know Kyle has a topic. I had a one sports related type question that we could get to today if we wanted. If not, it doesn't matter.
Oh my god, just take some initiative and just ask the question.
Whoa, I'm just trying to be friendly to everybody here.
You know what? You know what happened the last time somebody was assertive? He married Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
So funny.
Plane tickets to come in. Do you guys?
Don't worry, you're
What, a kidnapper?
Oh,
What?
it was a go nowhere joke, guys. Let's just leave it be. Do you guys feel that San Francisco did themselves a disservice by not having a better option behind Purdy?
Who?
Really their fault.
But no,
They
listen.
couldn't have done anything because by the time Garoppolo got hurt, there was like they would have had to they would have signed somebody that probably would have been just as good as Josh Johnson and wouldn't have known the system.
Okay.
Like
The other thing to remember is Josh Johnson, that was like his 14th stint with the 49ers.
Right. And that's part in my question, I guess. Like, at what point, I mean, it had to just been the price is right? Like, it just like, hey, we can have a guy for next to no money and like what we're already playing, on our third guy. What does it matter? I guess I'm just wondering, even in all the backups, Massey, in all the backups, there are guys who are probably superior players.
I'm going to do you a favor real quick. I'm going to Google the best free agent quarterbacks on the market right now. Randall, you know who's going to top my list before I even hit enter?
What do we got?
It's going to be fucking Ryan Fitzpatrick and Colin Kaepernick.
No, I mean, Cam Newton's still out there.
you can't
I mean-
on Colin Kaepernick because he's a Ram. He's a Ram. He's a Ram. He's a Ram.
But I mean, regardless of those, I mean, like, weed out the people that like are just are not going to be considered. There are tons of quarterbacks in all these other football leagues that have now popped up that I think could be on par, if not better than Josh Johnson.
Kendall, name me 4.
Without a list in front of me, I'm just saying that, like, you go through this list of teams you played for. You just can't tell me that this wasn't a financially driven decision. Like, yes, you can't plan for injuries. I get it. It's just, I just can't help but feel that there wasn't a better option available that could kind of be more in tune with the system being more like a traditional style, pocket passer. I can't find any explanation that we're like, hey, Josh Johnson would be the guy to really, take us through if we get into a dire situation. I just can't.
Here's the 3 best quarterbacks that have actually seen football besides Josh Johnson that were available. You know who they were? They were Cam Newton, A.J. McCarron, and Mike Glennon.
And I got to be honest, I would take those 3 over. I would, and I'm not just saying that to I'm trying to defend my point. I just, in general, if you gave me an option of those 4, I'm not taking Josh Johnson over those other 3.
The problem is you're looking at it from a what happened at that moment situation.
Well, of course. I mean,
what I'm saying is when Garoppolo went down, they brought in Brock Purdy. He played pretty well, so they were like, we're going to go with Brock Purdy. They figured the way that the division was going at the time, they could have had a chance at making the playoffs. We'll see what happens, kind of thing. And then the next thing you know, like, you're rolling with Brock Purdy, and you're going into the playoffs, and it's like, well, now our options are we can sign one of these guys that you're saying is better than Josh Johnson, but then he's got to learn the system, he's got to learn the playbook, he's got to do all this stuff.
I agree, and I understand that point.
When did Garoppolo get hurt?
Week
13.
13. Yeah.
So Josh Johnson's been taking, starter team reps since then, because the backup always takes starter team reps in practice. They always do. It's not, not a lot, you cannot, like Aaron Rodgers is, Jordan Love's isn't taking as many of them as Josh Johnson was, but the backup quarterback always takes starter reps in case there's anything that needs to happen. So by the time it was important to have a backup, it wouldn't have been worth it to bring him in.
I don't know. To me, I just feel is that when Garoppolo went down and obviously the roster shifts, I feel like teams do not pay close enough attention to all right, hey, we're kind of we got a contingency plan.
No, but at the time, yeah, sure. Right when it happened, it was probably a financial decision to okay, we're going to go with Brock Purdy and Josh Johnson, because at the time it was the Niners were kind of in a position where it's we could probably still make the playoffs with these guys. And then we figured out from there, and it's you kind of because signing Mike Glennon makes him a Super Bowl team.
No, excuse me. None of those guys do.
Right, but so at that point, it's that you make the financial decision at that moment, yeah. But I don't think there was anything financial about it after week 16. I think it was that Brock Purdy's playing well. Josh Johnson's been getting the reps with the team since then. This is what we got to do. Josh Johnson knows our offense. Is he good? No, but knowledge is sometimes as your 4th string quarterback, I'd rather have someone who knows the offense than taking the gamble on who's going to be the best backup that week.
I mean, and I'll end my thing on this. In my opinion, I feel like the pedigree of player, as marginal as it is, would have been better if they had earlier signed someone who had some sort of relative success in the NFL versus him. And that's it.
I mean,
right, but I think the point is, sorry, Mark, not to cut you off, but
no.
It's just I think the argument you're making doesn't make sense, because you're saying that to avoid the NFC Championship game collapse, they should have signed Mike Glennon in Week 13.
I kind of am saying that. I just.
But
go ahead.
But I mean, but week 13, you wouldn't have known. Like, so here's the thing. So week 13, you would have signed Mike Glennon. You would have started Mike Glennon over Brock Purdy because Brock Purdy had no, like you said, the marginal success difference between Josh Johnson and Mike Glennon, but Mike Glennon's at least achieved something, if not anything extraordinary. Brock Purdy achieved nothing. So you don't even get what you got with Brock Purdy, which means, you probably don't even make the playoffs. If you make that decision from a complete football standpoint with no financials behind it, then Brock Purdy doesn't start.
Well, I guess my
win that division.
My perception would be, all right, so, Garoppolo gets hurt, Purdy's waiting in the wings. At that moment, so after, he plays, his game and has his start in about that's when, I'm not going to say I don't know when Josh Johnson was signed, but after Purdy had kind of got established, basically he jumped in, hit the ground running right away. So at that moment in my mind, I think that's when the next backup was signed, and during that period of time after Purdy had kind of already played that game and okay, we saw we got out of him, he kind of already won his shot to start the following week. That is my understanding.
I look at it as like Josh Johnson is whatever, Mike Glennon is super whatever. Like it filled a need, and unfortunately, it came to fruition where they had to play. But I mean, you bring in a guy, if you bring in like a Cam Newton or whatever, then like Paul said, Purdy doesn't even play. It's just a freak thing that every person that plays quarterback for San Fran went down.
Well, I guess I'm confused. Why? So I'm not saying that the backup would have already been signed before Purdy got the shot. The notion would be because Purdy was the last guy on the depth chart anyway, as far as I know.
The point is though, is that like Brock Purdy finishes the game for Garoppolo, which was what, week?
I think it's 13. I think
against Miami.
I don't remember.
Massey, we need you here.
All right, I'm on it.
So Josh Johnson was signed December 6th.
So 4 weeks ago. So that
would have been
that's around 13, 14.
That's week 13 because they played Miami on the 4th.
Week 13 is against Miami Dolphins. Garoppolo injured his foot in the first quarter.
Okay. So I guess my feelings would be that Purdy finishes that game. They win, and then regardless who they sign after, they have. I think Purdy would get the start regardless of who they sign, just because he's been in the system, like we're saying, for that whole year, be it the third stringer or whatever. Well, and then he would have the opportunity to lose that.
But here's the thing: like if you're the coach or the manager of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and so your first quarterback goes down week 1. Your second quarterback goes down week 13. Your third stringer comes in and he plays decent. He plays good. It's nothing to write home about, but it's a good performance. You go out so that the game's over. You go out and you sign in a veteran that's had success like Cam Newton, and your thought is immediately like, all right, we're bringing in Cam Newton just in case, but we're going to ride this unproven rookie who's never done anything ever.
I would because of the situation.
But I think you're saying that because you know what happened.
No, but
I think if it's week 13. But I think if we rewind and go to week 13 and we were going, okay, like Brock Purdy played decent, but like the Niners are trying to win a Super Bowl with this squad. Brock Purdy can't be the guy that takes them that far. Like, what do you do? And like the news breaks, oh, San Francisco signs Cam Newton to league veteran minimum deal for the rest of the year or whatever. I don't think you're sitting there saying like, oh, based on the way Brock Purdy played against Miami to finish that game, I'm giving him the nod and I'm letting Cam Newton play backup.
Well, no, and honestly, I would do the Purdy role just from the one reason alone that he sat with the playbook an entire 13 weeks. That's it. But I would concede to the notion that I think the leash would be shorter, and if it was any sort of struggle in any sort of way, I think I would be inclined to have the Newton or whoever come in the game. I can agree to that
I don't know. I think if they go out and they sign a Mike Glennon or a Cam Newton on December 6th, the first mistake Brock Purdy made gets him benched because now you have a veteran in the backfield that you can sub in. I don't think you get to this point. I don't think we even have this conversation because I don't think Brock Purdy starts all those games.
Yeah,
I mean, he was asked to take it in the NFL draft. Whether or not it was a good reason, it's.
No, you're right. It's a good point. It's just something I was feeling throughout that game, and I only bring it up because of the tenure of a guy like that Josh Johnson has had in all professional leagues. It doesn't seem like that great of a resume. And then, yeah, no one complained for injury, or you complain as much as you want, but like at the end of the day, you know, it's your third string quarterback.
Too, though, is Josh Johnson.
He's been around forever for a reason. I mean, you know, he's not obviously a high talent quarterback.
No, and I'm not diminishing he's a professional quarterback.
Serviceable.
Well, I think the other thing too is I think he fits Shanahan's scheme better than the other guys would too, which is the other part of it. Because at fourth string, you're not signing anybody for talent. You're signing someone to fit. Because I don't think it would have had anything to do with financial reasons because he would have gotten the league veteran minimum anyway.
Yeah, I would have to imagine any of those guys would be getting that.
And Cam Newton wouldn't have gotten paid more money than Johnson would have.
No.
They both would have got the league minimum, right, Mass?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no financial decision there. I think that Johnson was just somebody that Shanahan knew and, you know, was like, hey, come on.
Well, and the things too, and I will sort of concede to the notion we were sort of cheated because he left the game with injury too. So we don't know. We don't truly know. I'm just kind of like from everything I saw, and
I mean the dude fumbled the snap with no pressure. He wasn't doing great.
Right. But you know the game wasn't done.
No.
But
I really wanted to see them run Wildcat. Nothing would have made me happier.
I mean, that's
not true. Them losing made me happier.
You know, I mean, I give a lot of credit to Purdy coming back out and still trying to throw the ball. I mean, obviously not downfield, but, you know, you shredded your elbow and you're still out there trying to throw. But they should have just ran the wild, whatever. I mean, Debo kind of does it all. Let him throw a couple passes.
Debo's throwing a touchdown pass. Juszczyk's throwing a touchdown pass. McCaffrey's throwing a touchdown pass. Put all three of them in the backfield. Watch what happens.
You know, it's just unfortunate how it played out. I mean,
and it's really not Josh Johnson's fault because he was the fourth quarterback facing the number 1 seed in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, it's a little hard to walk into, boys.
Oh, of course. But that's what I'm saying. It's unfortunate because it was a playoff game between, you know, two teams we've been waiting to see play each other, and it underwhelmed because, you know,
Purdy went down.
It was a pretty good game for me.
You know what I mean.
Mass, where does your hatred from the Niners come from? Is it just because of Sebi?
No, honestly, fuck Sebi and everything else. Fuck the Niners just in general.
But, for what reason?
Because why do you hate the Packers? Why do Kendall and...
100 years?
All right. Why do Kendall and Kyle hate the Ravens?
Because they play physical games that result in fistfights and ejections and people intentionally trying to hurt each other.
And overall lack of sheets.
And they've watched the Ravens win a Super Bowl?
Twice.
Also, I think I hate the Bengals a little more than the Ravens now.
No, you don't, Kyle.
That's only because the Bengals are better.
I hate the fucking players from the Bengals.
Fuck off. I said the same thing.
No, you fuck off. I have my opinion.
You guys don't hate the Bengals more than you hate the Ravens. You're going to sit here and tell me you hate the Bengals more than the Ravens? You've hated Lamar Jackson since the minute he put on a uniform, and because Joe Burrow actually plays well, you hate the Bengals more? Why do you hate the Bengals? They haven't done anything. They've been to 2 AFC Championship games and walked away with 0 Super Bowls. The Ravens have won 2 Super Bowls in your lifetime.
I hate the Ravens more.
They've Ravens have destroyed you guys in big match. It makes no sense to hate the Bengals more than the Ravens.
I love Kendall just throwing his hat in the ring there.
Sense to me. I don't understand why you would hate the Bengals more than the Ravens.
Don't even worry about it. I don't want to fight about it. I really don't. I don't give a fuck. It's not that important to me. It was a saying that I was going to say, but don't worry about it. I really don't want to fight about it.
It's just like, I know why you hate the Bengals more. It's because it's the same reason 2 years ago you hated the Browns more than you hate the Ravens. You just hate the hype around the team. Like, I totally get hating the hype around the team. That's why I hate the Vikings. But you can't.
I hate the Vikings.
But you can't sit here and tell me that you hate the Bengals more than you hate the Ravens. The Ravens are your number one least favorite football team.
I hate the Bengals players. Past players. They're all fucking assholes.
And I understand that. But I still don't think it trumps your hatred for the Ravens as a franchise.
No, I hate the Raven franchise. I hate the Bengals players. If that makes any sense. And also just fuck the Browns because everybody hates them now.
Now it's just popular to hate them.
Yeah, it's tough to be a Browns fan these days.
Don't care.
Kyle, before I cut you off, you said you had something?
He has a quiz.
I do. I have the Souls quiz.
Souls quiz.
You guys are all going to team up for it. You guys are all
last time you did this, you had to get baby bird fed an egg.
Yeah, but you have to get 70%, and I'm not going to tell you the punishment until after you lose.
Well, hold on. I think there should be some poultry on the line here.
Kendall, I'm not in for
baby for
poultry.
an egg.
Kyle,
Okay,
you
so
let that
can
happen
fuck off.
again?
No. I'm not agreeing to that.
Oh, I thought.
If you do, great job. If you don't, there's a punishment. That's it.
And we're doing it as a team.
Yeah, fuck you for always thinking I'm stupid.
I didn't say that. I was asking. I was like, what is he talking about? I was like, I'm not sure if he's fucking with me or not, but I'm pretty sure he is.
I'm Googling
question
everything.
one. According to foodandwine.com.
Most popular color, what's the least popular color?
Correct.
Red is the most popular. Purple's the least popular.
Well, it depends who you're asking, because if you ask Kyle, it could be, the Ravens. I'm just kidding. I just had to get that in there. I'm sorry.
It's from the website. It's not from me.
Well,
it's from the website.
If this means anything, my favorite's the green M&M. So,
Kendall, shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
that's the sexy one.
I don't know. So I feel like the red is the favorite. I don't know why. Just
I feel like the yellow is the least popular because everyone hates yellow is like the least favorite Starburst.
I kind of agree with that.
I don't know why.
I like the yellow ones.
Damn it, Mass.
Yeah, you
Just-
also like wasabi peas.
Yeah, just conform.
That's true.
I mean,
I'm saying the green is the worst.
green is the least favorite,
Yeah,
and what's the most favorite?
red.
What are the colors? Red, green, yellow, purple.
Um,
Aren't there
Orange.
is there?
Orange could also be least favorite.
There's a blue Skittle, right?
No,
No.
Is there not?
no, not in the original red bag of
A
Skittles.
blue Skittle.
I apologize. I
A
thought there
blue
was.
Skittle. A blue Skittle. This is what we're doing now?
Listen. I didn't mean to offend anyone.
An asshole.
Listen
All right,
here,
then
Cabrera.
then do the yellow one if you wanted to.
No, I don't. I mean, here's the thing. I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
It's not the green. The green are popular.
What about the purple one? Because it's sort of brown.
That's what I've been saying, you fucker.
No. But I'm
Matt,
saying.
have you done a poll to make sure that it is popular?
Yes, I asked everybody in the high school today.
I did a poll as well, and I found out that everybody in my living room hates the orange one. Now, is the sample size large? No, but the percentage is pretty overwhelming.
Sensing a little bit of confirmation bias here.
Yeah, I have no idea. So, Mock, if you want to lock it in, lock it in. I don't know.
I mean, are we on the same page?
Here's the thing. It's so arbitrary for me to even think about. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's like the yellow starburst is the least favorite starburst of like, and that's like polls I've seen. I love the yellow starburst. You know what I mean? Like
I kind of like them.
for me, the red starburst is the worst. So I don't know.
Man, I was with you for a minute.
That's in the first half, not gonna lie.
To me, it's like people being like, "Oh, like I don't like green M&Ms," and it's like, "Oh, okay, so you don't like M&Ms at all because they're all the same."
All right, I think red is the favorite.
Okay.
And I'm saying green is the least.
All right, lock it.
That's your final answer?
Well, hold on. Which green? Because it used to be lime, but are they green apple now?
I don't know. Green apple Jolly. Where's Jolly Ranchers?
I can check real quick. Skittles flavors.
Because I know it used to be lime, and those were terrible.
I think green apple candy is like awful.
Original.
Yeah, I'm kind of whatever on the Jolly
flavors.
Rancher.
It does look like it changed to green apple in 2013, but then it was.
Yeah.
Samantha, hold on. Samantha's just going to pick. Samantha, come here. All right, there's five Skittle flavors. Red, orange, green, purple.
You can't say red. We said red was popular.
And yellow, okay? What's the best Skittle and what's the worst Skittle?
Skittle would be between.
Pick one.
Okay.
Be decisive. All right, yellow's the worst. Red. All right, so red's the best, yellow's the worst. Lock it in.
Is that your final answer?
That's why I said lock it in.
That is correct.
Yes.
Way to go, Samantha. You got it right.
We're on our way to that egg.
Should we just have significant others answer these questions and see how it turns out?
Hilarious.
What was the name of Barry Bonds' character in MVP Baseball 2005?
Juiced Up Johnson.
As good of a name as that is, I think we're going to talk about it.
We should run this one through.
I mean, I don't know it.
I have no idea.
I didn't even know there was like a nickname. I just kind of thought they just went by player name.
Barry Bonds didn't want to be in the video game, so they made a guy.
All right, so
let me Google this. What's the question? What's the question? Let me Google this.
Nope.
Yeah, Bassie, give us the correct answer. All right. If I were to guess, this could be something like the something. So you guys decide what the best option would be.
What's
All right, just step away. What's the question?
What was the name of Barry Bonds' character in MVP Baseball 2005?
So Kyle, give us some background.
Souls.
What'd you say?
Swollen Souls.
Yeah, so I guess he didn't want to be in the game, so they gave him a fake name.
Okay.
What if they did another like BB?
Kyle, was it a BB?
Bruce Bombs.
Bernard Berrien.
Kyle, was it BB?
No.
All right, forget it. Wait,
You give up.
what about BB?
Is the name BB? Yeah, I got nothing.
Perry Ponds.
Hilarious. Lock that in.
I do like that.
Harry
So
Potter.
lock it in. You guys were wrong.
What is it?
Reggie Stalker.
Yeah, that'd be like impossible to guess. It's an awesome name though. Give the game credit.
Wait a minute.
Was Reggie
Kyle, I
Stalker,
think you're wrong.
was Reggie Stalker the
No.
original Chad Masters?
So
Kyle, I think you're
Fuck.
wrong.
I'm not wrong. I know what you're gonna say. That was just the guy that created the game. Because it was Reggie Stalker. It was a black guy, not a white guy.
I think you're wrong, according to Wikipedia. I
I
tried
don't
to
care
check.
about
There was
Wikipedia.
no way to pull it off. I think you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. You could ask anybody that played MVP Baseball 2005.
I mean, I
Anyways,
played it and I
according-
couldn't answer that.
According to DinoFGeek.com,
Oh, so
What is
some
the most-
schmuck.
what is the most popular WWF/WWE game of all time?
Day of Reckoning 2, right?
I don't think that's it.
That's like the most awful game.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Although it was cool when they introduced the create your own finisher and you could do like a 450 powerbomb splash off the bottom rope.
Off the bottom rope?
All right. I have a guess.
Raw versus SmackDown 2.
No. Raw 2 was a sick game, though. Fuck Kevin Nash. But, no, it's probably, what was it No Mercy on the N64?
That could be it. It could also be,
WrestleMania 2000 was pretty sick, too.
yeah, WrestleMania 2000 was pretty good. I feel like it's none of the 2K games.
No, I don't think so. My guess is the No Mercy.
I'm going to defer to you guys.
No Mercy's a good one. I'm trying to think of the other games because there's all like the regular ones, and then there's like the random ones with like names. Oh, actually, you know what? You know what it might be, Mock?
What's that?
Do you remember SmackDown? Here Comes the Pain. That game was sick. I think that was on the PS2.
That game was pretty cool.
I think it might be that because that game was awesome. I can't remember what it was, but there was something about that game that like they introduced like certain matches for the first time. Like it might have been like the first Hell in the Cell match or something, or whatever.
You know what was cool about Raw 2?
What?
You could choose certain items to walk out with. You could walk out with a giant fish.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. See,
that game was awesome. Just Kevin Nash was a dick.
I'm leaning more towards Here Comes the Pain or Raw 2. I feel like No Mercy was real big, but like No Mercy wasn't like it wasn't anything like ridiculously crazy, and it wasn't even like the first WWE game. You know, because there were WWE games on the Sega.
Sega.
I'm
So,
also
Mark,
going to chalk this up to Kyle's got the wrong answer again.
So it's either Raw 2 or Here Comes the Pain. I'll let you pick. That's my.
I don't think it's not going to be Raw 2.
All right. So
for some reason, that game doesn't have the reviews as it should.
All right. So then we're going to lock in SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain.
With No Mercy.
Was it really No Mercy?
Yep.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry, Mom.
It's okay.
Number 4.
They're also wrong.
This is a sick game, though.
What state is it illegal to hunt unicorns?
Oh, I know this. Hold on.
Massey, please come through here.
I actually know this. Hold on.
This one was teed up right to you.
Actually, also.
Oh, Paul, dude, come on.
Do you actually know it?
No, yeah, I do not.
Because I got to be honest,
just say it.
I just assumed that all of the states it was illegal.
I know it's up north.
It's Michigan because you can get a unicorn.
That's right. That's right. It's Michigan.
You can actually get a unicorn hunting license in Michigan.
What a great country we live in.
My father had one. My father has his dresser drawer. He got it from like the Lake Superior, like Fish and Wildlife or something like that.
That's
Number
amazing.
5. What is the actual name of the Cookie Monster?
Cookie Monster's actual name.
It's Charles Ookie, right?
Isn't it Mookie Betts?
Isn't it like Sal or something?
I'm going to be honest with you. I've only ever known him as the Cookie Monster.
It's one name.
Yeah, I've never known him by his legal name. I just know him by his street name.
Steve.
No, like even shorter than that.
Yeah, this is Steve, the Cookie Monster D'Ambrosio.
Sal, Tom,
Steve. Stu.
What was the first one you said, Paul?
Sammy.
Paul, what was the first one you said?
Samsonite.
I mean, I can only think of three-letter S names. If we haven't even like locked in on S. Massey just said Sal, and I went with S.
Why? What were the three you had?
Sal, Stu, and Sid.
Sid actually sounds possible.
They're all stupid names.
Sid actually sounds possible, though. Let's pocket that one for later.
All right. I tell you what. I tell you what. I want to. If I have a boy, I'm naming him Stu. STU.
I tell you what.
I will tell you what.
All right. What other names do we have? Al? No, Al's already the name of something.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and just keep listing names.
No, let's do that.
All right.
Jennifer.
Pick a name, then. Go ahead. Pick a name, Paul.
I don't want to be left responsible for this. I was left responsible.
Kendall, go ahead and pick a name.
All right, well, we seem to favor the S name. I mean, Steve really jumped off the page to me.
Steve Cook.
I don't think it's Steve, but go ahead.
Well, no, listen. I have
what
no
do you
idea.
think it
You
is?
guys seem to have a better idea than I do.
I don't think it's Steve. I think it's something short of like
You think
Sal or Stu or Sid or one of those.
All right, well, let's go Sal. I mean, the Sesame Street's like in Brooklyn, right? Maybe the Bronx. I mean, it's in New York.
Sal.
Hey, yo.
Cookies.
All right, you're taking me off of Sal now.
Yo, let me get some gabagool and a dozen cookies, huh?
Give me a dozen
Sal.
black and whites. Sid.
Let me tell you something. Oscar the Grouch keeps talking like that. Me and Emma are gonna put him with the fishes.
Yeah, all right. I'm off of Sal now.
All right. Sid?
Sure.
Her name is Cookie Monster. I can't hear the name Sid and not think of Psycho Sid. And like thinking of Cookie Monster as Psycho Sid is hilarious.
Yeah, just for that. Kyle,
Is that what you're going with?
lock it in.
That's correct, Sid.
No fucking way.
There's no fucking way it's Sid.
No, it's not.
It is.
Hold on. I'm Googling this.
That's
Okay.
hilarious.
Kyle, it's not that I don't believe you. I just want his actual full name.
I'll tell you, the Cookie Monster wiki is getting some action tonight.
Oh my god, his name is Sid. His alias is Sydney Monster. Alistair Cookie.
Hey, you guys
Arnold
hanging out with us anymore?
or Wheeler Stealer. What?
You guys know how Kendall doesn't like hanging out with us anymore?
I mean, I like hanging out with Kendall.
No, but Kendall doesn't like hanging out with us.
I don't know about
I'll
that.
tell you, I'm not really enjoying this segment that so far.
Like as a, like you individually or like you and Ashley, like as a group. Like as a group
Alright.
of 5 of us, Kendall's like always the one that doesn't come.
No, that's me.
No. You have medical reasons though. We give you a pass. Kendall
Alright.
chooses not to come. Anyway, what I was going to say was, since Kendall doesn't like to hang out with us that much, do you guys want to get together, the 4 of us, and like just get together and hang out for a day and just make a Wikipedia page about Kendall?
Dude, I don't think a day is enough.
Hey,
Check out
listen,
trains.
I'm going to lay next to the bus. You guys can just kick me as far as you want.
I would like to make a Wikipedia page about Kendall.
I mean, I would too. I'd like Kendall's input on it, but man, I don't think a day is enough.
Here's the thing: if you guys were going to make a Wikipedia page about me, I don't want to give you any input. I want to be surprised when I read it all. There's some things I know would be in there, including one panoramic picture I hope never sees the light of day.
That's a great photo.
What is this a panoramic picture of?
Don't worry about it. This is an off-air conversation.
In due time, Mass.
Oh
What
no!
round?
Awesome picture.
Yeah,
What
it's
round?
Does somebody have it?
yeah. Mock's the only one who has a copy of it, and I'm 99% sure it's going to show up on my wedding day if I ever get married.
All right, so Mock's the only one. I can't ask for a copy, right?
I would really hope Mock wouldn't give out a copy.
No,
All right.
no.
I guess I'll learn more off air.
It's not the most flattering picture. In fact, it's actually pretty round. Kyle, next question.
What round was Sebastian Janikowski selected in?
First round, wasn't he?
That would be my guess.
Yeah, I kind of always thought that, but
First round, lock it in.
You know, I watched that guy kick 7 field goals to beat the Bears 21-10.
That's brutal.
Yeah, lock it in first round. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I already said yes.
All right. Guy went to Florida State.
Maybe.
No, he did go to Florida State.
Maybe.
I know that. I remember looking him up one time, and I thought it was really cool the high school he went to. He went to Seabreeze High School.
That's cool.
According to usefultrivia.com, who's considered the most popular cereal mascot?
It's got to be Tony the Tiger, right?
That seems right.
I don't know. It's got to be Tony the Tiger, right?
That's what I would think.
Like if I were to rattle off a quick top 5 off the top of my head, I'm going Tony the Tiger, the Trix Rabbit. I'm going to go with the elves, Snap Crackle.
Yep.
Toucan Sam.
I'm going to put Toucan Sam in there, and then I'm going to put the Captain.
Yep.
I feel like there's one we're missing though.
Oh,
Leprechaun.
Dig
There's
M.
Oh yeah, there's Dig'em. There's
Who's
the crab.
Dig'em?
There's the cocaine dog from Cookie Crisp.
Who's Dig'em?
Oh, there's also that orange bird from
Cocoa Puffs?
Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, Dig'em is the snack puff cereal, the frog.
No, there's no way he's the most popular.
I feel like it's either got to be Tony the Tiger or I feel like Snack Crackle and Pop could be in there too.
I think
need to
Tony
know
the Tiger.
who took this survey.
Kyle, could you give us your source again?
Usefultrivia.com.
There you go, Mark.
All right, Paul, lock it in right now.
I mean, I don't know. To me, it just seems like Tony the Tiger.
All right,
That's
lock
my
it
guess.
in.
All right, I'm locking in Tony the Tiger.
It was the bee from Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oh man.
I told you we forgot somebody.
That's the one we'll forget. Yeah, but what's his name? If he doesn't have a name, he's not a man.
Buzz.
Charmy the Bee. I don't fucking know.
I mean, I think it's kind of bullshit that Jerry Seinfeld did a better bee.
I'm pretty sure his name is Buzz.
Yeah, did the Honey Nut Cheerio bee ever sleep with a woman? No, Jerry Seinfeld did that.
Yeah. I believe the bee's name was Sid. Double check that.
Oh, it was John Dowd.
All right, number 8.
Buzz the Bee is right.
Where was French fries first invented?
French fries.
Say that again, Kyle, please.
It's gotta be
Where
France.
was French fries first invented?
They're
Okay.
obviously not from France.
Now hold on. I'll take all the flack in the world if we're wrong. But back in the day, Duchess used to have little fun facts on their sheets of paper on the tray, and I think it's Belgium. I kind of remember reading that.
Kendall, I was just about to say, Belgium loves their fries more than anything else and more than anybody on the planet. I lock in Belgium without a second beat.
I said, have you been to Belgium?
No, but I wish I was. Their national sandwich is a French fry sandwich.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
Lock it in. French fries.
I mean,
from Belgium.
Canadians like French fries.
Yeah, pasta isn't even Italian.
I don't care. I'm going with Belgium. I'm telling you, man.
I don't know, man. I'm thinking French.
Like I said, I'm going to stand by Belgium here, but
But it's like French toast isn't from France.
I don't think it's France.
No, it's got to be French.
Although Kyle loves France, so maybe that's why he put this in.
Kyle, what's your source?
Sorry, he's talking tapas.
He's talking French frijoles.
Ever had a French huevos?
I'm saying Belgium.
But Kendall, lock it in.
all right. Kyle? Okay.
Souls!
I know out of the gate, first thing I thought of, Dutch.
It was not the Dutch.
Well, their national, salad is the French fry salad, so.
Listen, you asshole.
I do like what's in the French fry salad. I'm really in on that.
He's being a twat. Although, you know what I could go for right now?
French
French
fries.
fry salad, see?
Is
Never had a
poutine
stacker salad?
Is poutine considered a French fry salad?
As far as I'm concerned.
I mean,
No.
it's be a pretty funny way to order it.
I'll have the French fry salad, please. Extra gravy.
If poutine is a French fried salad, doesn't that just mean that like loaded waffle fries are also French fry salads?
Yeah.
Paul, by that logic,
guess
you're
so.
absolutely right.
Look up what's the
I could go for some poutine though.
definition of a salad.
I stumped them, really?
No, it didn't. We're buzzing in.
No, it can't be. Poutine's not a salad because it's a cold dish of various mixtures of raw or cooked vegetables, but it's got to be cold.
Who wants to eat cold fries?
Well, that's why it's not a salad.
That's why it's not a salad.
Ugh.
Well, what about taco salad? That can be hot.
Kyle.
You know what, though?
Still no Kyle.
I tell you what, though, I think the taco salad is prepared cold and then heated.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like, because I could take a chef salad and microwave it for a minute and then eat it. But it was prepared
Some
as
hot
cold
lettuce.
Oh, you've never chewed on wilted lettuce?
I think we got to consult Wendy's for their taco salad to really find out the real.
So is Kyle just like gone?
He
Yeah.
just, I don't know. I mean, he just kind of walked away.
I could hear him like 14 feet away from the microphone.
I just texted
But that's
him.
kind of normal, so.
Also true. Hey, you guys ever had raw honeycomb before?
I have not.
You guys hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
No, Massey, I've never had raw honeycomb, but the honeycomb cereal was really good.
Honeycomb
You guys are
cereal
locking
is
in
good.
Argentina, right?
Bingo.
Belgium.
So what do you mean?
All right, hold on. Is everybody cool with Belgium?
Yeah, it's been I thought it was locked in like a day ago.
Yeah,
All right,
Kyle,
Belgium.
left.
I didn't leave. I couldn't. You guys couldn't hear me for some reason.
No, we
Belgium.
heard you talking.
So you guys didn't say anything when I was talking.
Belgium.
Oh, you were talking
How
to
many
somebody
letters?
else.
How many letters are in the word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Hold on, did we get it right?
Yeah, you got it right.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Duchess.
All right, am I allowed to write this out?
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it how many different letters or how many letters altogether?
How many letters altogether?
34.
Wow.
Why do you know that?
There was like a weird
It was
song.
on a Dutch's Fun Facts.
There was a weird
Took up the whole
song we learned
page.
about it in school because we used to to spell it.
Yeah, you're right.
It's my bologna as a first name.
What is the longest
Supercalifragilistic.
running TV show?
Is it The Simpsons?
Say it
Oh,
again?
is it SNL?
What is the longest running TV show?
Would it be SNL?
I don't know. SNL's
Well-
like 44 minutes. Raw's on for like 3 hours.
I mean, does this include like soap operas?
Ooh, Days of Our Lives.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the news has been on forever.
The Simpsons just did 30 years, though, didn't they?
The Simpsons has been on longer than SNL. Well, I mean, like, because I don't know, because like I think like from like a TV show standpoint, like I don't. It's weird. Like I don't think that the SNL like falls into the category. Because like I think when people talk about like longest running TV shows, they're like scripted TV shows, not like
True.
like SNL's more of like SNL's really it's more of like a panel like skit show kind of thing, you know, like the Daily Show and shit like that.
All right.
But I don't know. I don't know like what Kyle's source is like, you know, justifying things because The Simpsons has been on for like 750 episodes.
I'm good with either The Simpsons or Days of Our Lives.
Could be Days of Our Lives.
I don't. It's the same thing. For some reason, I don't think soap operas are included in it. Because like,
heavily scripted, though.
no, but like I see like things on it, like I see like people always like talk about that stuff, and like they never talk about soap operas. They never talk about like guest shows, panel shows, game shows, things like that.
Hey,
'Cause
Kyle.
it's like,
Yeah.
Can I ask a quick hint for a question?
What?
Have the same characters been on the show the entire time?
Can't answer that question.
It's worth a shot. All right, I'm fine with whatever. Mock, go ahead and lock it in.
No.
Kendall.
Hey, Kyle or Kendall, is there any chance it's Gunsmoke?
Oh my, could you imagine?
Well, Gunsmoke was on for like 20 years. And back then they didn't do like, hey, like it's like didn't have seasons.
Right. So I mean,
hold on. Because if are we talking about continuous? Because Doctor Who's been on since like
what? Yeah,
that's true.
I was just thinking that.
Doctor Who's been on like the 60s. Top Gear's been on since like the 70s.
Let's do Doctor Who.
I have no idea.
Are you guys good with Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Sure.
Wait a minute. What about Sesame Street?
Ooh.
No, I don't think that counts. That falls under the same thing as SNL.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Go ahead, Kyle.
What are you guys
Kyle?
locking in?
Yeah, where are we locked in?
Simpsons.
Okay, out of the left field. Let's go. Simpsons. Final answer.
That's right.
Oh, is it really?
Nice.
Mhm.
All right.
You guys are about to talk yourselves out of the wrong right answer. According to SpoonUniversity.com, what is the most popular candy bar?
Oh, candy bar.
Candy bar.
Gotta be Snickers.
We are the bar.
I was
Yeah,
about to say it's
Snickers.
got to be the Snickers, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Lock it in. Snickers.
It was Kit Kat.
Really?
You know what? I'm not mad.
Not mad because I know that's Paul's favorite.
What
just
is the most watched Netflix movie of all time?
Ooh.
You think it's got to be an original, right?
Original Netflix movie, yes.
But like, is it like movie or just like thing?
Movie.
Oh.
It's got to be the new one that just came out, right? Glass Onion?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't assume. Like it's got to be some type of kid movie.
True. Oh, maybe not. What about Sandra Bullock?
Bird Box.
Yeah,
That was really hot.
because that came out right in the pandemic.
Is there any chance that it's any of those Adam Sandler movies?
No,
Oh, 100% chance that there's a
I know
possibility.
what it is. It's not Bird Box. It's Red Notice.
Ooh,
That movie was
that's a good
huge.
one.
Netflix has already confirmed 3 sequels to it. They wouldn't have done that if it wasn't that huge.
Wow.
What
It's
about The
got-
Irishman?
That's got Ryan Reynolds and The Rock in it, right? And then that lady that did Wonder
Yeah,
Woman.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, I think it's got to be that. That movie had so much behind it, and I remember seeing like so much crap. Because isn't that the one where like Ryan Reynolds is like an art thief and like
Yeah.
the Rock cop or whatever? Like
Yeah.
I think it's that one because that movie had so much hype on it. Like Bird Box had a lot of hype, but it was like it came and went really quickly. Like I think that movie had like a lot of like one-time viewers.
What about the Irishman?
I don't think it's The Irishman. Another one that I think could be in consideration is that other one with fucking Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, Don't Look Up.
Yeah, that one was like huge because it was so star-studded. But I think it's Red Notice.
I'll defer to that. I mean,
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I pushed hard for Belgium, so I'll back down for this.
You're pushing hard for what?
I pushed hard for Belgium, so I'll back down on this, I said.
All right, I think it's Red Notice. Lock it in.
That's right.
Very nice.
364 million views.
Wow.
Jesus.
I at work drink a quart of motor oil. Put that on the news.
According to Bleacher Report, who's the number one mid-card wrestler of all time?
Number one, what?
Mid-card wrestler.
I mean,
all right, that's all you guys.
Why is it not Val Venus is the answer?
Oh, man. Hello, ladies.
All right, so how are we defining like to be a that means he never won like a major title?
Yeah, I mean, I guess someone who's maybe he's got like the.
No, because like I don't think it can be that. Because like I'd be willing to bet you like they would consider like Matt Hardy a mid card wrestler, and Mark Henry would be mid card, and Mark Henry won a title. Like just because they won a title doesn't mean they're not a mid card person. Like Kofi Kingston's is a mid card guy, and he was champion.
Which is fine. So the first name that I thought of was The Miz.
I think The Miz would be above mid card. I don't know. It's tough just because like he's been like multiple time champion.
Yeah, I feel like you almost have to have like few championships, right, to be kind of considered like someone who's gonna like always sort of in conversation, but.
I mean, here's the thing: if we're going off of somebody that's never won a major title but was always like in big matches, because like I listen to the Bruce Pritchard podcast a lot, it's got to be Owen Hart. If you're going off of that, Owen Hart was one of the best actual like wrestlers to ever lace him up. He fought in huge matches all the time. He had Brett in his corner. So like he was involved in a lot of major storylines, but like Owen never held a major belt. He was Intercontinental Champion a lot, but never. I think he wrestled Brett for the title a couple times or whatever, but I'm pretty sure he never won a major title. But like, so I mean, like I don't know if like somebody that like in like that like late 80s, early 90s would be considered that. I mean,
it's tough too because I feel like Bleacher Report probably definitely holds on to like the quote greatest era of wrestling. That's probably like a big part of their decision making.
Right, because like I think of guys like that, like Razor Ramon. But like at the same time though, like back then, like it's different. It was different then than it is now. Like Razor Ramon never won a major title. He was an Intercontinental guy. I shouldn't say major title. He never won like the big title. He was a huge Intercontinental guy, but back then the Intercontinental title was a big deal. So like, is that considered not being mid card because he was constantly in that mix? Whereas like today, like somebody holding the somebody holding like Ricochet holding the Intercontinental title 10 times he's a mid card guy,
Oh, right in front of our face, Kevin Nash.
It's very funny.
Yeah,
okay, Kendall.
That's Kevin Cabrera to you, Mark.
No, I think what you meant to say is it's Alexa Nash. Big mom pump.
That's a good question. I don't know. It's just like it's so like subjective.
Eugene.
Oh man.
Hey, that guy won a major title. He inherited the WWE. I don't know. I don't really know. Like, I feel like I could name a billion people. I think it is.
So if you had to pick like,
hey, did you guys know that Michael Jackson has a nephew named Jafar?
No.
Tito's kid.
All right, if we had to pick like three and narrow down, what do we think? Owen.
Christian.
Oh man, screw that guy. If I could throw like a full plate of food at one person, it'd be that guy.
I don't know. Kendall, want to
I don't know. Go ahead, Kendall.
I was sort of convinced. We're gonna go with Owen Hart.
Nah, it was Razor Ramon.
Ah.
I'm just
Was
kidding.
it
It was
really?
Rolling Hard.
Oh, nice.
No, it was Rolling Hard.
I wouldn't have been mad if they said Razor Ramon. I just feel like it was just weird. Like I feel like Razor Ramon was too like the Intercontinental title was too big then for like, and he was constantly in the mix.
According to Culture.com, what was the best 90s cartoon?
It's got to be Ren and Stimpy, right?
That's another good question. Now, it's also, do you think it's kind of just avoiding The Simpsons?
Well, I think they're thinking kids.
Okay.
I mean, there's Beavis and Butthead.
All right, sorry, I'm back. What question are we on?
What was the best 90s cartoon of all time, according to what Dale said?
Best 90s cartoon of all time?
Yeah. And it's tough, too, because, I don't know, like these websites, like, sometimes, like, they're weird when they do these rankings, because, like, there's, like, a lot of cartoons that ended up having, like, really good runs that started really late in the 90s. Like, people forget, like, SpongeBob started in, like, 1998.
All right, hold on. I do a lot of these, like, stupid pop culture shit things. Kyle, what website did this ranking? Is it a popular one?
I don't know. I never heard of it.
What's the website?
I can't tell you that. I already said it once.
It's Bang Brothers.
Kyle, what's the website?
Culture.
Dabbing.
Culture?
Something like that.
All right.
It's actually,
that doesn't help me
it's
at all.
Folgers.com. The best part of waking up, Folgers in your cup is the tagline in there.
Best part of waking up.
Standpoint of, like, if you're including adult cartoons, you have to include The Simpsons and South Park, because those both came out in the 90s.
I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of
There's
So
agree.
also-
did Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy started in 99.
I sort of agree with Paul,
SpongeBob?
though.
You know what, though? But Family Guy had such a bad start.
I do think
X-Men?
I think it's a kid's cartoon. I think Paul's right. I think it's kind of what they're going for.
X-Men the animated series, Batman the animated series.
X-Men could be good, because that's just such a big demographic. Rugrats.
I would say, well, the Rugrats is probably pretty up there. If we're going one of the two, I would say Batman over X-Men.
Are we going?
Well, you can eat my ass, Mass. How about that?
Batman the animated series is widely considered the best superhero cartoon of all time.
Nope.
All right, well, I'm going to back out because I'm pretty much an idiot, so whatever you guys think.
Gargoyles.
That's a good call.
Gargoyles, lock it in.
I tell you what, are we going off of what they say or what the actual best is? Because if we're going off the actual best, it's Animaniacs.
Ooh.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. So, Massey, just
All
watch.
right. Do you guys want to go with the adult choice, or do you guys want to go with the kids' cartoon choice?
I feel like it's a kid's
Okay.
cartoon.
You think it's a kids' cartoon?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want me to do X-Men?
Lock one in.
Massey,
X-Men the animated series. Paul, what were you saying?
I said, Massey, do you just not want to make a decision?
I don't want to say Batman and then be X-Men and then Mock be like, see, fucker, and then...
No, that's
So, Kyle.
but that's what I want.
Kyle, X-Men.
I was Batman.
Was it actually?
No, South Park.
Damn.
Damn it.
God damn it, Kendall, for going with the kids' cartoon.
Listen, I'll take the blame on it. I'm sorry.
This is going on your Wikipedia page.
Made one bad decision in a trivia game.
One. You made one.
Whoa! I'm talking about right now, guy. Let's not lump sum this.
All right, you ready for this one?
No. What do you
Who
got?
was the fifth pick in the 2004 NFL draft?
Who was the what in the what?
Who was the fifth pick in the 2004 NFL draft?
Oh, if it's that year, it's what? Did somebody
What?
just say something while I was talking?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have heard my echo then. All right, so that year, Eli went first.
Get a good computer, Mass. Jeez.
Raiders took some no name. I know they're useless. Rivers went fourth.
Who picked fifth?
Roethlisberger went in 11th.
If you tell me who picked fifth, I can give you names.
Kyle, can you tell us that?
I'll give it away.
What if he gave
It's
us
not the
What if he gave us
Chargers.
the team?
What he just said.
He just said that.
Oh, I thought you just said,
Well,
"Could you give us?"
let's see who else was drafted that year.
Philip Rivers, Larry Fitzgerald, Eli Manning, Roethlisberger, Jonathan Vilma.
Sean Taylor.
That's it.
Yeah. You know what? That's it.
I'm pretty sure Sean Taylor was drafted the same year as them.
Hey.
No, that's
He was.
100% right.
Lock it in then.
It's Sean Taylor.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if it's fifth, but sure.
It's Sean Taylor.
Okay.
It was Kellen Winslow.
No way.
Yeah, it was Sean Taylor.
It was Kellen Winslow.
Kellen Winslow was right after him.
I tell you what, it's not even that funny, but I kind of want that to be one of our slogans for the show. Kellen Winslow.
Yeah, any answer? No, Kellen Winslow.
Kyle, how many more questions are there?
That was it.
All right, cool. Good
Did we
segment.
win?
I like the questions.
Yeah, you got 11.
Yes.
So what's
Do
the
you have
fun?
to eat another egg?
I never agreed to that.
You did.
Not
I
what I
said
asked.
you guys get a pat on the back.
What if this time we cook the egg, but Paul still baby birds it into you? You can choose the way it's prepared: scrambled, poached, however you want.
Why don't you get it done, Kendall?
I mean, a cooked egg, no
You did-
problem. I mean,
You did
listen,
nothing to help them.
listen. We talked about me digging around in the toilet. I can eat a cooked egg from someone else's mouth.
You think that.
Actually, Kendall would do it so that it doesn't get wasted.
That's true. In fact, I mean, I kind of encourage it.
I know Josh Scobie was in this draft.
Really, first round?
No, Kendall, you dickhead.
Well, I mean, then
Fifth
why?
round.
Then why bring it up?
Because that was your favorite guy ever.
That's not true.
Do you guys have any guessing as to who this player is?
Oh my god.
You know what happened? The picture of Alexis Cabrera pushed the.
So funny.
Kaufman is what you meant to say.
So funny.
It pushed the thing up, so I forgot to look at it.
I look for a sticky note real quick to kind of
I'm sorry. What did I miss?
prepare my screen. Oh, there's a newspaper here.
We locked in Sean Taylor, were we right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we won. Kyle's gonna be fed a snack. I don't know.
Try to drape over the newspaper to cover up the other guy in the picture. Oh, I got it. Nice.
Kyle, what if this time I baby bird feed Coach an egg?
I don't want to say that.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I can watch that. But
Yes,
I
you
said
could.
that the first time, and I made it through. So I don't know if I could handle Kyle just spreading his ass open for you to mouth feed an egg in. I don't know if I can get through that.
I'll deliver the egg French kiss style.
Oh my.
I
No.
know for a fact I cannot get through that.
Paul, was it a running back?
Oh, Kyle, you're asking one of your questions?
I am.
Okay. Do you want the answer?
No,
Is somebody
because
on the
it's not
toilet
a
right now?
question.
Yes, he was a running back.
I just heard like a forced fart into a bowl.
It sounded like someone was in the restroom.
Else have any questions? That's very funny. Kendall, that's a very funny thing that you did.
Thank you.
What did he do?
He sent a picture to the group text of him putting the newspaper over just right.
Nice. All right, so it's a running back.
Have a
That's
guess.
Go ahead, Kyle.
It's a job at best.
It is not job at best.
Damn.
All right. So there's only
Did
been,
Kyle still use his other question?
No, I already lost.
Yeah, Kyle already guessed, so he's out.
there's only been one question
But he
asked,
just can't
though.
guess again.
Well, so yeah, Kyle, if you want to use your question to help them, you can.
Fuck that.
Oh,
They
all
fucked me
right.
over last week. And they always make me go first.
I mean, you just do it.
No, because you guys weren't going to do it.
Is this player retired?
Yes.
All right.
Massey's typing all the hints so he can cheat.
Is
What?
this player like someone stupid? Just a dumb player?
Like in what regard?
Like
Would
Like-
we
like
be
it's-
annoyed
it's-
to find out who this is?
it's gonna be more of a funny name than
No, it's not. It's not like it's not dumb in terms of like it's a ridiculous player that like it's a player everybody knows.
Including me?
Yes, that's your question.
Like, no!
hilarious.
That's not nice.
What was
Wait, Massey
Kendall?
said-
Did you ask if he's retired?
Yes.
And what was the answer?
You said maybe. No, he said yes.
I gotta tell you what, you're so mean to Kendall, and he still won't sabotage us. And that's why in his Wikipedia page it's going to say "good friend." Terrible attendance.
Man, oh man. Still can't win, even in the fantasy.
Paul,
Terrible.
did I watch this player play?
Yes.
Okay. So it's from 2013 on.
Did this player play for any of our teams?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. Now it's good to note that I like the Broncos, so just consider that. That was legit. That was a legitimate laugh. We all heard it.
Yeah. Also, Kendall, just so you know, I know why you were doing that joke, but it doesn't change anything because there's still a Steelers fan present.
True. That was a miss on my part.
All right. So here's the thing. I don't know that I watched any Steelers running backs play.
I didn't say
Like-
it was a Steeler. I'm just saying like
No. I'm
Is
just
it-
doing elimination.
no. I'm saying but like Kendall said, is it any of our teams? I said yes, and he goes, oh, but I'm a Broncos fan. But like Kyle's still a Steelers fan, so it still leaves the Steelers on the table.
So I don't think it's the Steelers because I don't think there were any holdovers from the Steelers Super Bowl team still playing while I started watching football.
Well,
Well, the 3,000 yards is what's kind of getting me.
It's got to be a backup, right?
I mean,
Or only had 3 really big seasons, or only
well,
2
yeah,
really big
that's it. I
seasons.
mean, look, you're looking at 7 seasons. I mean,
All right, so 2 teams, 7 seasons, 1 Super Bowl win.
It's Mike Tolbert.
This player is retired.
Kyle,
You
the Reds signed Chad Pinder.
bad signing.
All right.
All right, so who are the teams that have won since 2013?
okay. Patriots, obviously. The Broncos,
Yep.
Seahawks.
the Seahawks, the Eagles, the Chiefs.
Oh, no, hold on. Yes, no. CJ Anderson, maybe. No, CJ Anderson probably had more total yards, right?
I mean, perhaps
Also
not.
plays for more than 2 teams.
If it's Boston Scott, I'm gonna be pissed.
Who did Boston Scott play for besides the Eagles?
I don't know if he did or not, but fuck
He's-
him.
The player's retired.
Yeah, the player's also retired.
Oh, I
asked-
forgot that part.
You asked that question,
I didn't. Kendall did. I asked.
but
Kendall,
you asked Kendall that question,
But he said maybe.
and
Yeah,
then
I was
responded
being a
yes.
I know it
jerk.
messed me up. That's why I thought of Mike Tolbert.
All right. So
All right, good, it's not
after,
Boston Scott. Fuck him.
all right. So after the Seahawks came the Patriots. After the Patriots,
Hey, is it no Sean Moreno?
No.
that's a good name.
Oh, I was asking
Too late.
everybody but Paul.
Didn't specify. Mark's eliminated.
Damn.
It's no Sean Moreno.
All right. So Kendall, it's got to be a Patriot, right?
I mean, the numbers are on that side that it would be, but I'm trying to think of someone who may have been like a kind of secondary running back on a team that won.
You know what's funny? One of the clues was that they played for our team, and no Sean Marino did not.
He was a,
Hilarious.
he was a bear.
Was he?
No.
Also very fun. Man,
Oh.
All right, I need some here because we're running out of time.
no, we're gonna think this through for a minute. Shut the fuck up.
You
Hey.
had 2 hours.
Who was Matt? Help me out, Matt. Who was the running back who played for the Patriots and then had a stint with the Giants?
Ooh,
It was after. It was kind of late in his career that he played for the Giants. His notable time was with New England.
I think I know. I know who it is.
I'm a big fan of how
Damn.
you're somebody.
I know
that's-
who you're talking about too.
I like that how you're asking someone who still has a chance to win it for help. Like they won't like steal the answer.
Hey, so are we saying that my no Sean Marino guess was real?
Yes.
Damn.
That's up to Kendall. And
Damn.
That's up to
Yes,
Kendall.
because you fucking torpedoed the guest last week like an asshole.
Okay, so
I did
Matt-
what?
So Massey says that it counts. Kendall, do you think it counts?
Well, I mean, to defend our getting the correct answer, then no.
No,
So he's-
Kendall, you want it to count.
Well, for points, I just want to get the right answer.
Right.
Right.
So if it counts, then
Hold on,
Mock
hold on,
can't guess
hold on.
again.
We have a 50-50 tie, so Kyle.
No. I want to explain this. I want to explain this to Kendall.
Well, I know
Kendall.
we're going for GSWD
Kendall.
points.
Kendall, you want to say Mock's guess counts because that means he can't guess again.
Well, I thought he did guess it already. I thought he just couldn't help us.
Kendall, shut the fuck up and say you want it to count.
Oh my goodness!
No, Massey went from trying to explain it to peer pressuring him.
Yeah, I mean, like, what an asshole. All right, fine, Mark. I'm sorry, you're out. I apologize, but you know,
All right.
I won't forget the Alexa.
All right. So you know what? I'll tell you what. Mock can come back in like Kendall wants.
Nope, I don't want it anymore.
So, Kendall,
Yes.
why don't you give me your 5 managers
Okay.
real quick? Let's just wrap
I
this
just
up.
say the answer.
No, because I'm going to say it because I know who it is.
Okay, well, Massey, I'm gonna. If you know it, go ahead.
You gave me the answer, Kendall.
Well, so here's the thing. My guess, I just don't remember who it is. I think I have a good
I
guess.
do, and that's the right answer, I think.
Hey, go ahead. I don't remember.
Kendall is too nice of a guy. Shane Vereen?
It is Shane Vereen.
Hey,
I'd like to give that point to Kendall.
I will. No. That's fine. I want you to have the point. You just will owe me the next $150 bar tab I roll up.
You're going to take that 30 point, Massey, and you're going to earn it.
All right.
But to segue, I would like to give my managers.
Hey, I was wrong.
Who did you think it was?
I thought it was Jay Ajayi.
Hilarious.
Played for teams.
Who was
He
the
never
third
won a
team?
Super Bowl.
He won it with the Eagles.
He wasn't on that team, was he?
Yeah, he was.
He played for 3 teams, though.
What was the third team?
Didn't
Dolphins.
He was a Dolphin and an Eagle.
So then he didn't play.
Right,
teams.
so he didn't play for one of our teams.
Forgot that part.
Mark, is that you specifically said I forgot he was on one of our teams, and now I know who it is.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Kendall.
And I thought Shane Vereen was better than that.
There's a receiving back.
Kendall, 5 managers.
Okay, my managers, I have Buck Showalter of the Mets. And even a very short stint of time, he's really was able to kind of put a team that's had multiple time stars into playoff contention. Next, I have Dusty Baker, longtime manager, a lot of success with a lot of teams. Was able to finally get that World Series ring with Houston. Brian Snicker, the Braves are kind of like perennial, teams that are successful. And kind of just finds him in the fold and probably a guy who's going to be there for a long time. Dave Roberts, kind of the same reason for the Braves. The Dodgers are kind of always in contention in a lot of ways, regardless of winning. What's that, Kyle?
Not because of him.
I'm just saying, baseball is not one fold. And lastly, I have Kevin Cash. I just feel as though there's something to be said for a team that can kind of be under the radar in a lot of ways and be successful year in, year out. It's a team that's overlooked regardless of any success. They're never looked at as a team to kind of like repeat. And I think that means a lot. And for me, that's kind of deserving of being the one spot because you don't have the amenities that big market teams have. And I just feel like that means something. That's my one.
5 real quick, one more time.
Buck Showalter at 5, Dusty Baker at 4, Brian Snicker at 3, Dave Roberts at 2, and Kevin Cash at 1.
All right, Souls.
5 had Bruce Bochy. He now was with the Rangers. His history speaks for himself. Great baseball mind. Number 4, I have Dusty Baker. Long history of winning. Finally got one. He was able to kind of calm the noise with the trash cans and all that stuff. Number 3, Brian Snicker. The Braves are always good, and any talent that comes up usually is good. Number 2, Kevin Cash. Always seems to get the best out of his team. And number 1, Terry Francona.
Kyle
That
wins
guy
when it was a guy. Sorry, Terry Francona, guy I was looking for. That's who I went into the whole thing with. I think Terry Francona is the best.
Hey, no problem. He was kind of like my he almost was my 5, but I gave it to Buck.
All right, and then Massey, your 5 fighting Pokemon.
All right, my 5 fighting Pokemon. Do they have to be in order?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a ranking.
All right, just making sure. Number 5, I'm going to go ahead and give Blaziken. And these are just my personal preferences. I think that these are my favorite fighting type Pokemon. I have no other basis other than that. Number 4, I'm going to go ahead and give it to the Iron Valiant, which is essentially a robot version of Gallade. Just looks really fucking cool. Number 3, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Machamp. Don't know why. Just always loved his design. Number 2, I'm going to go Annihilate because
you're trying to steal a win from Paul.
Number 1, I'm going to go Lucario.
Yeah, Mock just going right in for the punch.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
I have an Annihilate on my team.
Doesn't matter.
Mock, go ahead.
All right. From 5 to 1, I have Machamp, Infernape, Blaziken, Lucario, and Toxicroak.
Ooh, I forgot about Toxicroak.
Go again.
5 to 1 is Machamp, Infernape, Blaziken, Lucario, Toxicroak.
You each have a guy on there that I hate.
Do I have
same guy?
Oh, Machamp.
No, Blaziken.
Blaziken.
I hate him, fucking stupid humanoid chicken. It's interesting. It's interesting. I like Machamp. Annihilate is great. It's just great.
There's not a whole lot of fighting types to pick from.
No, I understand. I was kind of bummed that Sir Fetch was left out.
I've never actually used Surfetch, so it didn't feel appropriate to rank him.
Lucario. I like the Heracross. I wish Heracross was in that mix somewhere.
Not a big fan of the bug Pokemon.
Dude, you're
also
missing
left
out.
out Breloom. Huge fan.
Fuck Breloom.
I'm gonna give it to Mach for his continued support for Toxicroak, underrated Pokemon.
I agree.
Toxicroak. Fuck both of you for not putting Primeape in though.
I like Annihilate better.
Yeah, well, fucking if you put Primeape in, you would have got a point.
Yeah, well, too bad.
So there we go. There we go. Kyle got a point. Point. Mach got a point. Sorry, Kendall.
Hey, that's all right.
Is it
Sorry.
Listen, I think it was last in points last time we did this, and I kind of expect the same thing.
Kind of
Keeping up the trend.
I'm pretty much just kind of like a dope, so you know. What was that, Kyle? I'm sorry, I can't hear you through your toaster. One more time.
Not saying it again.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the insult is then.
Yeah, it's our fault.
That
you
was
didn't sound
hilarious.
Who got the guess the player last week?
Mock did because he fucking
Mock
torpedoed it.
cheated the last week.
What?
So Mach got it last week. And then who won their arguments last week?
Kendall.
I did, and
Yeah, Mock did.
Mocked it, yeah.
Or Mock did, sorry.
Who was the player last week?
Booger McFarlane.
Oh yeah.
And then Mock beat me in the Connecticut breweries, or Connecticut beers.
Beers, yeah. Okay. All right. Reviews.
Mega Juicy is always
January
good.
is over.
Nah, you gotta wait 3 days, dude.
Nah.
And tomorrow the 31st.
Well, as far as show nights,
And you're gonna drink water next week, anyways.
Hey, he better not. I had from the Riddler collection the Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA. I was looking for the bottled by date because I was curious. It says ages well. I don't know kind of what that means as far as.
you had a 120.
Yes, actually, I'm on my third.
Oh my god!
I'd be curious to know what the date is. I saw on one of the bottles, but I can't really read it as well. It's very faint. But I mean, I think there is a certain kind of like aura around this beer, just in general. It's awesome. I had it one time before, and I don't remember if it was at Knuckleheads or something like that. I don't think I ever had the bottled version.
Yes,
It was when we were at the Hop Knot. You were there, right? When the people started singing?
That was at the Have Not?
Yeah.
You also drank one in Pittsburgh.
Was it in Pittsburgh? Okay, well then I take that part back. But I remember specifically.
I love Birdman a little.
Jeff drank them and Mach brought his home.
But I remember that, and awesome then, as awesome now. I'd be curious to know because Paul knows very well, obviously the Goose Island. How that type of thing ages. It's kind of vague what they say in the Dogfish Head. It's like up to 10 years or something like that. It's kind of bizarre the way they word it because I mean you don't think of IPA and aging, but it's an awesome beer. This ranks up in like my 5-star collection. Would absolutely get again.
120-minute doesn't really go bad. It's like they say like the best time to drink it is either right away or like at like 5 years.
And it's unfortunate because I've taken advantage of what Paul has kind of offered,
and way for 5 years.
These Dogfish Heads.
Oh yeah, I think I got those in like 2014.
Really?
10 years.
Wow. I mean, I feel like an asshole.
Kendall, how you doing over there, bud?
Oh, I'm excellent. I mean, I mean, for obvious reasons. It's a great beer. I can't even give you a flavor profile that is accurate, because it's unique. It's in a way, it's like it has a very rich flavor without it being like it represents a hoppiness, or nor does it represent a citrus. No, it's just it's like an aging IPA, and I can't. Unfortunately, my ability is not articulate enough to kind of describe it. It just isn't, and that's unfortunate because it's a great beer, and I can't give it justice.
Bottom line.
Kyle, it is the bottom line, and I put it in a corrugated sign up in the studio.
Jesus.
I had Guinness, and it was creamy and delectable and beautiful in every way.
And better than the blonde.
Always. Mark, where can they find us?
Find us on Facebook at Getting Sports with Drunk. Twitter and Instagram is at GSWD_4.
Make sure you hashtag GSWD for all your daily uses, whether it's constantly forgetting who played for our teams and if that matters, or, aggressively yelling at Kendall to get the right answer out of him.
Belgium.
Like, comment, subscribe on Podbean, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Spotify.
Wherever you find internet and radio podcasts, you find us. Next week will be an MLB breakdown show, as hosted by your own man of many names, Machu Picchu Souls.
Hilarious.
And until then, I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler.
I'm Mark.
Sheen Washable.
No.
Ultra Lord.
The Master's Massey.
And the Rat of Red Baron, who's the frozen pizza.
He's drunk.
Truth.
Yeah.